As you can probably tell by the beautiful mountains, the snow, and of course the TFL test boat, we're up here in the high country where we're towing this 5,740 pound boat with what, Nathan?
With the brand new Nissan Pro 4X Frontier. We're doing the Gauntlet mid-size edition.
And to my left is our resident expert, Mr. Truck.
This is a maximum test, pulling a maximum weight trailer with the Frontier going up the maximum mountain on an interstate, 11,000 feet.
So coming up next on the Fast Lane Truck, our very first mid-sized Ike Gauntlet. Check it out next. Nathan, we're almost at the bottom. How did it do?
It did really well considering that we are over maximum by just a hair. It's a lot to make this little tiny truck, and it is tiny compared to the new trucks, cope with. The one problem it did have is I could feel it tugging at the steering wheel when the wind was pushing the boat around. So that is something to keep in mind. These things, I don't think you should be towing any more than 5,000 pounds personally.
Yeah, it's easy to get that tag, the tail wagging the dog. And
yeah, you got to a boat this big, step up to the big boy trucks. All right, we're at about 181 on the front. 181, gentlemen, not bad at all. Very bad. About 110 on the rear discs. Oh, this one is much hotter. 148 on the rear. So, the boat was braking. A little bit scarier going down with these brakes that are controlled.
Well, going downhill, this thing had really good transmission braking. I took the overdrive off, and it held it right below the speed limit, right around 55 miles per hour. So I only had to tap on the brakes occasionally, and then I didn't have to hit them hard. That helped a lot.
Yeah, it looked like it held it really well towards that last 2 miles.
It did, really, considering how much weight's in this poor thing. But the other side of it is the amount of weight this thing is pulling. Oh man, it wasn't happy. Ugh.
And we'll find that out next because it's up the Ike Gauntlet. Under the hood of the Frontier is a 4-liter V6 that puts out 261 horsepower and 281 pound-foot of torque. And I've got a feeling we're going to need all the power that this little engine can muster to tow that big boat up the Ike Gauntlet. Now keep in mind, this is mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission and there is no tow haul mode. All right, gentlemen, into the abyss, no, into the Eisenhower Tunnel once again. This time, our very first time towing in a mid-sized. Look at that! The guy just threw it
right out his window.
Wow! Yeah, can you believe that? Good thing we had a camera rolling. What a pig, huh?
I got something to say to you, pal.
So, timer has started officially at the beginning, and we will get our very first time in the Nissan Frontier Pro 4X.
Come on, little guy, you can do it.
Yeah, it feels like it's pulling good. It's pretty high RPM, almost 5. This is kind of like the Titan in our last matchup, the little train that could.
Yeah.
With so many gears it actually gets to use out of 5. That's probably the only animal left out there, the 5-speed automatic.
Yeah, and my foot is all the way down, and we're almost at 60.
All right.
We're at 60.
Once again, this part of the Gauntlet is pretty easy. It's pretty flat. It does kick up to about 7%, which is the highest allowable grade on a U.S. highway.
I actually have to let off a little bit.
All right, fair enough. This is the top-of-the-line Pro 4X version of the Frontier. So we got a lot of off-road goodies on here, including protection underneath the truck. Back here we have a bed extender, we have a lined bed, and we have upgraded shocks and wheels and tires. None of that's going to help us today towing up the Gauntlet.
Trying to keep momentum going. That's the key for a little truck like this. It's beyond its maximum.
Yeah, I mean, the boat is 5740 plus the three of us, so we're probably at about, I'm really bad doing math like this, what do you say, 6,400, and the truck is rated at 6,100, so we're maybe 200-300 pounds over the maximum towing capacity. But you know what, we always want to test these trucks to their fullest, and this is one of the ways that we do it, by taking it up from Silverthorne to the top of the Eisenhower Tunnel. That's about 9,000 to about 11,000. And that means that we're losing air pressure, which means we're losing horsepower. So we're down about 30%.
Yeah, the air density does make a bit of a difference when you're trying to do this. Now my foot is all the way down. There she goes. Foot's been all the way down, and it took a little while for it to drop down.
She's managing her shifting very well. This thing is staying between 45 and 55, which is, doing the best it possibly can for what it has.
It's trying to stay within that torque curve. And considering what this is and what it's towing, I'm really impressed so far that it's actually managed to maintain 60. We are dropping just a little bit below it, and the speed limit here is 60, folks, if you were wondering.
Yeah, I never would have thought this would have held 60 miles an hour through here.
What a fine interior. Not really. It's not a bad interior, I suppose, if you think about it. I don't mind getting this dirty. That's the way to think about it. I don't mind mud being sloshed all over the inside. That's a good way to look at it, too. They did put in raised white stitches, so that's kind of a nice little touch. The leather seats, well, they're okay. Obviously, there are better ones out there. Yeah, actually, there are a lot of better ones out there. Frankly speaking, the seat cushion's a little too firm for my tush. But the actual seating position in the front is great, whereas in the seating position in the back, bolt upright. So, once again, not the most comfortable truck out there.
Yeah, I never would have thought this would have held 60 miles an hour through here. That's very impressive for what it is.
This is momentum. Someone pulls in front of me, then all bets are off. That's the way to put it.
What's our air temperature? We're below 40 degrees, so we have a little cool air coming in.
43.
Yeah, we're 43 degrees right now, so yeah, it is a little bit cooler. By the way, I gotta mention something. Ken, have you noticed that your pants are nice and clean down below your kneecaps? They are on me. Yeah. You know why? No running boards. Thank you, God.
Yeah, for Pro 4X, this is made for off-road. It's a good idea not to have that in the way.
Oh, I can't stand it when they have like an off-road package, and then they have these low steps that block everything, and everybody does it. But
yeah, you get stuck in the snow. You got to show about the running boards, not just the tires.
That's right.
And the tires.
Okay, folks, I'm a little critical because, this is really, for a big guy like me, a little uncomfortable. But there is one cool thing about the seat, and many trucks have trick seats, and so does this one. Lots of stuff down here that you can put in, and on top of that, you have a nice little mesh thing that holds them in. So, pretty easy to get stuff underneath.
Now, we are in two-wheel drive. We don't have a tow haul mode.
Nope.
We just passed the semi. Yes.
I'm floored, and oh no, please, Mr. Truck, move out of the way. Not you, not Mr. Truck.
Can you get past him?
I think I can.
We passed the semi, so we're making headway here.
I hate doing it on this side.
Hey, you're holding 5,000 RPM, keeping what, at 55? I can't tell.
Just about 55 miles per hour.
Do you have engine temperature up there?
Just the general where it has a C and an H.
Yeah.
And we're actually still pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah. There's no warning lights coming on, nothing yelling at me. I'm getting real-time MPG. It's not very good.
What is it? What are you getting?
Right now, 3.8 miles per gallon. It just dropped down one tick when I looked. So
it's doing all it can.
Yeah,
I think you will pass another semi, though.
Oh, I'm going to pass it, man. I'm going to pass lots of people. You'll see.
And you're going to get past Belloc because we're slowing down, Nathan. We're at 50 now.
If that Raptor doesn't get in our way.
Yeah, if that
Raptor is in our way, and I don't want to let up. So they're just good.
Flash your lights at him. You can let him know.
No, he's got it. He's got it. Okay, now we're down to 50.
Yeah,
you hear that, folks?
It's biting, man. The Gauntlet is biting.
Ooh, you want to try to do the decibel count?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody quiet.
So about 70.
Yeah, right around 70, and that was at 4,500 RPMs, that's reasonable.
Well, it sounds okay, but keep in mind, this is one of the Nissan VQ series engines. It's been around for a long time, and frankly, I think it's time for a change. It's still doing a really good job. I feel pretty confident. It actually feels easier going uphill than downhill. And you mentioned that before, that sometimes going downhill in some of these trucks is really hairy.
Yeah. You always you worry about brakes, you worry about your transmission. Some trucks grade shift better than others, and that's the part where you can lose it. Where going uphill, you just let off the gas and pull over. You're rescued. Going downhill, you don't have that many options. If you're gaining speed and your brakes aren't working and your transmission's not holding you back, you have to look for those runaway ramps or something.
And guys, this is an extreme test of this truck. I mean,
Without a doubt.
There's nothing you could do outside of driving it up to the moon that would make this any harder. I mean, we are floored. We've got as much towing capacity as this thing can handle, and we are at probably now about, well, I can actually tell you where we're at. This should tell me, well, it won't tell me elevation, it'll tell me the barometric pressure. So I'd say we're about 10,000 feet above sea level. And this little normally aspirated engine, that's a little
4-liter.
Yeah, 4-liter V6
is pushing this truck and these three big guys in the boat to its maximum. I'll be curious to see what the other trucks in this segment do, because obviously we can't compare this to an F-150 or one of the half-ton trucks. This is in its own little segment, and really there only are hopefully 4 at the end of maybe next year. So right now we have this truck, and we have the Tacoma, and we've got the Canyon and the Colorado Twins coming.
Yeah.
And then there are rumors of Ford bringing the Ranger back, so we'll see.
Zipper down, right? Just want to make sure he's paying attention.
Rolling.
Style. Well, not a lot of changes here. The biggest change that we've found is the wheels. Everything else is good old Frontier, which is getting a little long in the tooth.
I've got this knee in my back the whole time. It's really not comfortable back here. My head is hitting the ceiling, yeah. Compared to one of the bigger trucks, this is a nice small truck. All right, so we've got the boat hooked up to the Pro 4 X Frontier. So let's see how much it squatted, and the official number is 48 inches.
Okay, we're coming up to the top. We're almost at the lights.
Okay, I've got the stopwatch here. I'll let you know what the scoop is. Our man Andre has kindly unhooked the boat, so let's see the difference with the boat attached with the boat unattached. About 49 inches, so about an inch. It really squatted only about an inch with the boat, which isn't really all that bad. Now, in case you're wondering about the rear end, this is a 336, but it's geared to be a 3.73. It's a weird thing Nissan does, but that's the rear end. We're at just over 8 minutes right now, and the big boy trucks, I think our fastest was under 7:30 actually, if I recall. So that gives you a sense of how much slower this is, and we're going to be probably a full minute slower than half-ton can do this.
Well, we're doing about 40 miles an hour, so
it's not liking this one bit.
No,
past our third semi.
Let me know when we come to the lights, Nathan.
Almost there. About 250 yards.
Come on,
baby.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Still over 40.
Still over 40.
And now we're leveling off.
Lights. All right,
and
here we go.
now.
Okay, got it.
On the Frontier, it does have a Class 3 hitch, so you're set for a lot of trailers, 5,000 and under with this, and it has good cargo management. It has the rails that Nissan brought to market with all their trucks, which I really like, holding things in there instead of hitting somebody behind you. It's also got a bed extender, so you can actually haul a little bigger items in it than you can without it. Now also, if you let the tailgate down, you could actually fit in this small bed, an ATV four-wheeler with it sitting on the tailgate. So, it's not the biggest bed in the world, but you can use it for most things people like.
Here we are, gentlemen, 837.62.
Really?
837.62
No, that's
is
not bad.
No,
the new
that's not
benchmark
bad.
for the mid-size light-duty truck
Towing this way.
towing this boat, towing the TFL test boat. And let's face it, this truck is getting a little, well, no, okay, it's really long in the tooth. It's been around for over a decade now.
Yeah, so is the Tacoma. They're both really, really old designs, and now, thank God, Chevy/GMC are forcing Toyota and Nissan to come up with new trucks and new designs.
Nathan, we need one more rating, and that is our fuel economy.
3.9 miles per gallon.
All right, guys, that was, well, painfully slow would be one way to call it, but I suspect compared to the half tons, these trucks are built to tow, but mainly ATVs and very small lifestyle activity vehicles.
Yeah, I think you should keep it under 5,000 pounds. I think the truck will be happier, and so will you.
Now, of course, we have nothing to compare it to, so coming up next, Nathan, as soon as we can get our hands on one.
Yeah, Toyota Tacoma for sure.
And Ken, what's the other truck we have to test?
Another Colorado in the Canyon?
Yeah.
Ooh, and who knows, maybe the Ranger will come back too.
And maybe a diesel in one of those.
Ooh.
So stay tuned, as now we have a new benchmark for the mid-size class. As always, this is Roman.
And Kent, Mr. Truck.
And Nathan.
Thanks for watching. Remember, go to tfltruck.com for more Gauntlet reviews. Ciao.